Welcome to Apathetic Adventures, a House of Bob actual play using the Tiny Dungeon system.
I'm Ashley, and I'm playing Monday, everyone's least favorite bunny person.
I'm Mike, and I'm playing Plurks, the greedy, conniving goblin spellcaster.
I'm Schubert, and I'll be playing Randy Hands, the extremely honest and trustworthy dwarfling.
And I'm Christina, playing No, the tree person with a heart of oak.
And this is Josh, your Game Master. If you enjoy the show, please be sure to subscribe, give us a 5-star rating, and consider supporting us on Patreon, where you'll find our first Tiny Dungeon adventure. Previously, the adventurers from Oakhart were sucked down into a sandy whirlpool and spent about 30 seconds in a quarantine after being released by Bevis, a sexy land shark. They talked their way through an underground city before escaping to the surface. They fixed a giant battleship with treads for land sailing and discovered 4 large magical musical notes and used them to heal Bevis's infection. Now they return triumphantly to the desert town to heal its denizens from their sleepy necrosis and get a reward or something. But on the horizon, there's a column of black smoke billowing from the town's oil rig. Oh, and there's a bunny person standing on a sand dune nearby, waving their arms. So you guys are controlling your... I don't think we named the ship, but you're heading back to the desert town, and Monday's there, obviously. What do you do?
Hey, guys!
Oh, look, there's what's her name again? Our friend, who is not cool enough to ride on our ship. Am I right?
I don't know. Hey, are you cool enough, Monday? I shout over at her.
Yes?
It sounds like she's cool enough, Plurks.
Well, it's hard to argue with that. I suppose we can stop this thing? Do we know how to stop this thing?
No, that's the next question.
You can stop. You figured it out.
We run the town over.
Yes.
We're heroes.
Yet another problem solved.
All right, you stop. Monday climbs up a ladder you let down. Oh, and so, Ashley, this is like a giant metal battleship, but it's got treads on it, and it's rolling through the desert?
Thanks, guys. Thanks. So, we gotta take this thing to the Quail Queen.
No, we don't. This is ours.
No, but she's gonna reward us if we take it to her.
Oh, with what?
Do I know what she's gonna reward us with?
Money.
Wait, how do you know this?
Oh, some dog told me.
Was it a dog or a dog man?
That's a fair question. It was a dog man. He had like full metal armor on.
Fair.
And this dog man was just hanging around in the town shouting, "Hey, if you find a giant battleship, take it to the Quail Queen." I feel like I'm missing something here.
Oh, I have limited information about this transaction. I guess he knew me because, we
are heroes.
We freed the Quail Queen and everything.
Right.
So.
We fixed the fomentation disease.
Yeah. So
right.
that's, I guess he heard about the Great Monday. And
yeah, we're pretty cool.
Yeah. And I stand out. So he was like, hey, you guys are going to get that big metal ship. And hey, we got the big metal ship. And said, Quail Queen will reward you handsomely for this ship.
I think this guy's an oracle. He knew too much.
That's exactly how it went.
Okay. Well, first we have to use our recently discovered treasure to heal the sleepy necrosis in this town, right? And then they'll reward us. And then we take this to get the next reward. Right?
Perfect plan.
The town kind of seems like some bad things are happening over there.
Uh-oh.
I mean, there's a reason I'm not in town.
Well, worst case scenario, we blow it up.
Yeah, run it over.
All right, onward to the town.
I'm pretty sure we're still supposed to give them this belt or whatever we found.
Oh, it's a hymn, right? A hymnal?
Yeah, a hymnal that's linked together somehow.
I'm sorry, is this a singing belt? How do these things link together?
It does sing. You'd be surprised.
So Monday, they show you what they found. This was the ghostly hymnal, not translated healing treasure, which ended up being 4 musical notes but they're not like your classical musical notes. They're from like a different culture or something like that. And they use them to heal Bevis, who's around the ship somewhere, who's a sexy land shark, but he's very quiet right now and
Don't
thinking
look
about
at him.
his life choices. Yeah.
Don't.
He's posing or something.
Yeah. I'm like blocking with my tree hand. Don't look at him.
Yeah, don't look right at him.
I guess we can go to the town if you want. It just kind of seems like dangerous. Like there's a lot of fighting.
Well, like, why aren't you in town? You said there's a reason.
Yeah, I didn't want to be part of the fighting.
Dangerous to you, perhaps, but not to this battle station.
Do we have cannons?
I don't know. Do we have cannons? Don't we? It's a battleship.
Yeah, we do.
Heck yeah, you got cannons?
It got cannons. Doesn't mean we know how to use them.
They don't know that.
I mean, if it's a battleship, it has cannons.
I say we roll up to the edge of town and see what exactly is so bad that's happening.
Okay, Randy Hands is really quiet. What's Randy Hands doing?
Randy Hands is like shuffling around in the background, being really suspicious, like looking through compartments on the ship, trying to find hidden objects.
Cannons for our...
Yeah, hidden cannons. I'm just trying to find some hidden weaponry that we can use to our advantage.
Okay, well, let's do a first roll of the night. Let's see if you find a hidden cannon.
I mean, I think he's really just looking for like gold and stuff.
Oh, never mind. Okay, never mind.
That's not as
roll for the
interesting.
hidden cannon check.
You didn't expect him to actually be helpful.
I don't know. I guess I almost did, but no, that was my fault. Okay, so you all pilot the ship closer to the town to see what it looks like. The oil rig is on fire. There are a lot of soldiers, think like breastplate metal, funky metal hats, and all of the town, the basically zombies and skeletons of different type of anthropomorphized animals and humanoids. They're all shackled together out in the main street. And I guess the most obvious figure is like a giant bulldog person. It's hard to tell how tall they are, but they're a lot bigger than everyone else. They're wearing a full plate armor, and it looks like they're carrying a giant cannon.
Whoa, they have a hidden cannon.
See,
There's the hidden cannon.
that's him. That's the dog.
He told you to go to the Quail Queen? Did he tell you he's going to shackle all these people?
No, I didn't ask much. He just told me to get the ship to the Quail Queen for a handsome reward.
All right, so Plurks will walk over to the gunwale, and as the ship pulls up, he will say, "Ahoy there, little people down below."
So you're going to cruise this battleship right into the center of the town, right?
Well, I was going to say up to the edge of town.
Oh, up to the edge.
Jokes aside, can we actually drive it into the middle of the town without flattening the town? 'Cause I don't actually want to flatten the town.
Make a check with disadvantage to see whether you could or not.
What kind of check am I making here?
Well, you can make one up yourself, or I was thinking standard perception, but it could be like, an engineering or something like that.
It's not magic.
I don't
huh?
think Plurks has that. but-
Yeah, it's not. If it's not magic, Plurks can't do it. Someone else will have to do it.
Okay.
Well, who's actually driving this boat? I guess.
Who is driving this boat?
This thing. Okay, it's going through the middle of town.
Uh-oh.
We all forgot who was driving.
We all scramble for the
It must be
control room.
Bevis. Bevis is up there. There you
I
go.
just put a brick on the accelerator.
Well, I mean, if no one else is going to try to stop it, Plurks will try, but he has no knowledge of how to operate this thing.
I don't think any of us really
Yeah, I don't
do.
think any of us.
I mean,
do.
I could use
You-
educated.
Plurks got the book.
The
Yeah,
manual.
Plurks read the book.
Oh, okay, all right. I read the book. I'm educated. I can use that to look up specific information or to know specific information. So 2 dice,
Yeah, do it.
a 5 and a 4.
Okay. You could roll it through the center of town, but everyone would probably have to shuffle out of the middle way. So you'd be counting on everybody moving. All the shackled prisoners.
That's just like regular driving. I mean,
I mean,
I always rely on pedestrians to get out of my way.
yeah, yielding to pedestrians is optional. That's law.
Okay, well, I again think that I don't want to drive this thing in the middle of the town and risk crushing anybody or their
Okay,
homes.
that would have been cool, but
It would have been cool, but I don't think I want to do that.
You take the brick off of the accelerator, power down the engines on the outside of town, and Plurks walks up over to the gunnel and say that again, Mike.
I said, ahoy there, and what's up?
The giant bulldog starts to approach. He's probably the leader of whatever that's going on here. As he gets closer, you can see the emblem of like a bird's footprint on his breastplate. He's got a giant smoking cigar that's lit between his lips, and he's like a bulldog. But his face is covered in boils. Like he's kind of ugly. Like something's wrong there.
Monday kind of meekly waves from behind Plurks.
This giant bulldog comes closer. He says, "Hey, welcome back. You brought Her Majesty's ship."
Well, it's technically Finders Keepers.
It's soon to be Her Majesty's ship.
Exactly.
Not yet in her possession.
Whatever. Welcome back. Now, I will give you what I promised.
Wait.
A fortune for each.
Oh.
A fortune's like 500,000 to $1 million US. It's
Whoa.
it's a big deal. It's a lot of money. You can buy a house
Wow.
with this.
Could buy several houses.
Randy Hands is licking his lips.
Should we heal the town first? Why are they in shackles though?
Oh, we are reinstituting the proud practice of serfdom. They don't look like they'll be very handy serfs. They're sleepy. They're so sleepy.
Wait, who's we? Who's we instituting this? And who qualifies not to be a serf?
What do you mean?
What?
People who are generally only useful for serfdom, serving the Quill Queen. You all are not serfs. Clearly, you're useful.
Oh,
Where'd you get all that chain? That's a lot of chain you got to chain them all up.
I brought it on our tanks.
Oh my gosh, are there tanks?
They're wagons.
Oh, okay. All of a sudden, we've jumped technology a bunch.
Yeah. Wow.
Logistics are very important. A dwarf would obviously know that.
Yes.
I've taken care of these details.
You've confused Nove so much because this is outside of his realm of understanding.
Please allow me to get on the ship. It makes me quite uncomfortable when other people have cannons larger than mine. Send down your ladder, please.
Plurks is not really sure what to do here either.
Yeah. I guess we just let him on because he seems so commanding.
Right. I mean, it just seems like that's what we're supposed to do. Yeah.
We just have no idea. Okay.
I promise I won't make you serfs.
Oh, okay. Now
Well,
this feels much
all right.
better.
So you let down a ladder?
Sure.
Sweet. Okay. He climbs up. The cannon is strapped over his back. Once he gets on board your ship, he's looking at the battleship's cannon. He's like, I bet I could carry it. Yes. I bet I could carry that.
Wait, when you say it's over his back, it's on his shoulder?
Yeah, he's got it right now it's slung over, so he'd have to reach behind him and pull it
He's
up.
like
Oh,
a
okay.
Blastoise.
I see.
He's like a Blastoise. Yes.
But I 100% understand now.
Thank you so much for bringing it. Was there anything on board the ship?
There's nothing. I looked through every nook and cranny.
Yep. There's nothing left.
You didn't even find the hidden cannons.
What?
Do you know where they are?
Impossible. I would have found them.
Well, very well. I will ride this, and we will return to the Quill Queen and get you your fortune.
I look forward to it.
You will be beautifully rewarded.
In exactly how much gold worth of reward?
1 fortune of gold, which is a really precise number because
I see.
we are not using Guernsey.
Yeah.
And what exactly do you figure is a fortune?
Use your hands. How wide is a fortune?
He's the general of this. That part's obvious. So he holds his hands up maybe 1.5 feet wide, and then he's just judging by what you guys look. So he holds it about 1.5 feet wide. What kind of faces do you make?
How tall are we thinking?
Oh, we need to go to. So you ask for height instead. So he starts out
No, height both. So it's this wide.
Oh, he's got to do okay. You need dimensions. I see.
Yes,
Okay.
yes.
We'll say it's like a stack of coins. about the size of, that thing. He points to Plurks. About as round as, that thing. And he points to Nove.
Is it,
And as pretty as that thing. And he points to Bevis.
Oh, the fortune's pretty nice.
as big as the fortune we got from her originally?
I'm not sure what the payment was for that. I wasn't there.
It was a small fortune.
No, this is a regular size fortune. You could buy a very nice house, a farm, maybe start a small business. I don't know. Whatever you want. Your dreams can come true.
I've already got a house and a small business, and I've got a small treasure.
Now we could have a regular treasure.
I can have a regular treasure, but the things I want, I can already get with the small treasure. So I think I'm going to need something to sweeten the deal.
You don't want a treasure that's the same height as you?
I mean, that's pretty neat. But can I buy books that I can't buy with the small treasure? I'm not sold.
I feel like you believe this was a negotiation. It is not a negotiation. It was that was an offer. Yes.
How many battleships can I buy with this fortune?
I'm afraid this battleship is practically priceless. It's the only of its kind.
So it's mostly they just want it for sentimental value, I assume.
No, it still appears to be functional thanks to your work. Excellent.
Yes, thanks to us.
Where are you battling with the battleship?
That's unclear. The enemies of the Quail Queen have yet to reveal themselves.
Well, I guess we could take a vote.
This is not a democracy. So
it's okay. You don't have to vote. We'll all vote.
Yeah, you don't get a vote, actually, in our democracy.
Yeah, you're not the leader. I am.
Wait, what?
I don't know about that.
We all decided beforehand.
We voted on it.
Do you guys not remember? Monday, were you not there?
No, it must have been after Nove threw me.
Yes.
I think it might have been.
It was. Definitely.
I move that we vote on whether to hand over the ship.
Okay.
Seconded. Very well. Let's have the vote. I vote that we don't hand over the ship.
I vote that we find out what the Quail Queen wants with the ship.
Is that how voting works? Is it a multiple choice question? This is ridiculous.
If you're gonna act like this, we're gonna kick you off our ship.
I was trying to just see what the majority wants to agree with them, but it seems like Randy doesn't also have an idea.
Randy, what's your vote?
Well,
You're poor people. What if it's an even vote each side?
Maybe we need more information, like Nove said.
That's what I'm saying.
what is a fortune if I can't buy my own battleship with it? What is even the point?
Randy, what are you going to do with a battleship?
Show it off? I deserve a battleship. That's the point.
Oh, no.
What if, okay, hear me out. What if we use the ghostly hymnal to cure the people who are here, and then maybe they will reward us, and then that treasure plus the treasure we get from the battleship would let us buy another battleship?
I don't know that serfs have a lot to award someone with.
Well, we haven't asked them, but maybe not. Maybe not.
They got a lot of chains. I know a guy who buys metal.
Holy crap.
I don't want chains.
But I know a guy.
He really loves the copper.
They're rich in chains. Oh my gosh.
Well,
Can we at least agree to treat their illness?
I mean, that's why we went out in the first place, right?
Precisely.
So it seems like we should at least finish doing that.
Right.
If the reward is right.
I vote yes.
Yes.
I also vote yes.
I vote yes.
Excellent.
The generals has their paws up and is like counting their little finger nubs and they don't know what's going on. I'm about to recount.
Very well then. Do the thing with the hymnal again.
So we all had to take a section of the hymnal, if I remember correctly.
I don't remember it all.
I think we all had a piece, right?
Yes, the hymnal's floating around, whoever has it equipped. So kind of floating behind you. Each of you can take one and roll 3d6 to see if you successfully activate it. All of the notes have to be activated successfully or it doesn't work.
All right.
Okay. After being instructed on what to do, Monday will take a piece of it.
Double 5.
I got 2 5s and a 3.
That's exactly what I got.
Oh, wow.
I got 1 5.
I got 4, 5, 6.
Wow. Okay.
We're good at this hymnal stuff.
So the four of you each grab a note and start playing the hymnals. The notes and the sounds reach down from across the ship, restoring the necrotic citizens of the desert town back to their normal states. You know, owl people, eagle people, turtle people. They emerge back, their flesh grow back, and the boils on the general's face even heal. The general grabs his face. He's amazed. And he looks down at all of the healed citizens and says, "They're going to make wonderful soup now. This is incredible. You've even healed my boils. Thank you."
So maybe 2 great fortunes then, huh? 2 treasures? What do you think? Per person? We'll take it to the Quail Queen and see what she thinks.
I'm
What?
only authorized for one fortune.
What if some of them are, useful and not surf material anymore?
We'll have to evaluate. But they will definitely be useful as serfs now. How do you feel, serfs? Energetic? Ready to go for the Quail Queen?
Yeah.
I tell you what, I will pay you out of my own fortune. To pay each of you a small fortune. No, you deserve a full fortune. What do I need riches for now that I have a battleship? Yes.
Well, I think that's the thing, though. We're going to go take it over to the Quail Queen. Right? Is that what we're doing?
I think so.
Yep. It's hard to make decisions in this group.
Outstanding.
All right. Randy, put the brick down.
Who removed the brick?
Oh, that was
That's how
me.
we
We had to stop.
stopped.
Yeah.
I don't see why, but I'll put it back on.
We immediately flattened the town hall.
You destroy what's left of the town. That's fine. They don't need those buildings anymore anyway.
As we wave to them, we're like, "You're welcome."
That's fantastic. They are rich in spirit. So you guys return to Oakheart to get your fortunes?
I suppose so.
I guess where is the Quail Queen?
Okay.
She's in Oakheart?
She's in Oakheart now,
Oh.
which is
Oh.
conveniently not far away.
Are we like mowing down trees?
Yeah.
What?
Yes. It is quite a scene.
I'm like crying. This is horrible.
We're just making a path for the battleship. Just one path.
Nothing shall stand in our way.
The adventurers from Oakheart return to Oakheart to a hero's welcome, perhaps undeserved. And it's like that scene in Star Wars where everyone's getting a medal. The Quail Queen's giving everyone a medal. And
Oh no,
just-
but no.
But Nove doesn't get one because
yeah,
Nove is
doesn't
too
get one.
tall.
She's too
That's so
tall.
fucked up.
So you all get 2 fortunes, which is huge. I don't even know what you're going to do with that. In fact, I'm going to do something awful. So my first game master, it was a Pathfinder 1 edition campaign. One day we showed up and he was like, "Okay, guys, I know where we left off. Now it's 5 years later." So that's what we're going to do.
Time skip.
We're going to
Whoa.
do 5 years later. So we're going to take 3 to 5 minutes. Just let me know when you're ready to kind of, when you've thought about what your character's done for 5 years, what they've done with 2 fortunes, and where they are with their life in 5 years.
Wow. Do we need to level up?
You will definitely level up in 5 years. I mean, yeah. But you don't need to do this super advanced level up that this game requires, which is 1 hit point and 1 new ability.
Whoa. I don't know what I'll think of.
We allow you to use it in the game as things happen, but it would be very cool if the new ability lined up with something that happened during that 5-year period.
Yeah.
And it would also be very cool if you had one new physical characteristic so that in the film adaptation of this, everyone clearly knows the pre-5-year timeline you from the post. So that way we could easily do flashbacks because
Right.
you got to have something different.
We all have eye patches.
All of us
Matching eye
lost an
patches.
eye.
I know I put everyone on the spot because I didn't want to tell everyone in advance because I wasn't sure if you would fight the general guy. So go ahead. Let's take 3 minutes, 5 minutes, and we'll come back and just kind of share what each character does. After the ceremony, we have a 5 years later. And there's Bevis, and he's putting something into the mail. And through the Quail Empire post, 3 letters are mailed out, and we'll see where they end up. So who's ready?
Is this like a signed copy of his new book along with it?
Camera pans over to Randy Hands.
So Randy Hands gets like a little raccoon with a postman's hat, walks up to Randy Hands. Where's Randy Hands right now?
He's in his factory because Randy owns a factory now.
What does it make?
Yeah, and you see the logo, and it just says Randy Hands Brick Company.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Bricks have always been very good to
Man,
him.
he went legit.
Yeah. He makes bricks now. His missing tooth is now a gold tooth.
Nice.
And he's got a big tattoo across his chest that says "The Boss."
That's wonderful. I imagine you also have a shirt that says "The Boss," so that when you take off your shirt,
That's amazing.
it says it.
He's wearing like a low cut muscle shirt. So
perfect.
it's like across his clavicle. You can see it.
What does the letter say from Bevis when you open it?
It says Randy Hands, and then just the number 6, which is his rating of me, of course. And it says less garbage picking. I don't know what that means.
You went through the garbage when we were all venturing together.
Oh, great. And then it says, always remember, you're the leader. Make sure to mention it more often. Have you tried finger guns? Randy nods like, that's a good idea.
So we fade out from the brick factory and we follow another raccoon post person. And raccoon post person arrives and delivers a letter to Plurks. Where is Plurks?
Plurks has a goblin who works for him run out to the mailbox for him and collect the mail. And the young goblin runs over with the pile of mail, and Plurks picks through it and sees the letter from Bevis. And he lifts his eyeglasses because now he's wearing eyeglasses, and he sort of peers at it without them and with them and says, this is interesting. And Plurks turns around and walks back inside to his enormous library. He's got this giant library full of books and scrolls. There's almost no one else in it. Nobody else really wants to use his library, but he doesn't care. He is delighted to read as much in here as he possibly can. And as a result, his eyesight has weakened. And he's also slightly more hunched over. The good news is that he actually needed glasses all along. And so now he can see better. And so he has the perceptive trait, which gives
Nice.
advantage on checks to find or spot things. He's put his father and brother in a small house nearby, but he seldom sees them because he spends all of his time in his library home. And he opens the letter. He says, oh, well, that's very kind of him. He gave me a 2. That's just 1 away from 1. I'm almost number 1. And it says, less books will get you far unless it's more of my books. And he says, well, I already do have the full collection, but I suppose I could add more. Then it says, can you be taller? Plurks thinks, could I be taller? Yes, that will be my next goal, to be taller. I will find the darkest magic to make me taller. Yes. Oh, there's more. It says, tighter clothes. Tighter clothes. I don't understand.
That'll take you from a 2 to a 1.
And then finally it says room for improvement. Yes, more rooms in my library. That's what I need. I need to improve my library by adding more rooms. Maybe I can make it taller. Yes, taller for a taller me. Yes. Yes, that's perfect. Clerks walks back into the library, pondering the letter.
There's a new raccoon person holding another letter, tracking down Nove. Where is he?
So Nove is now at the kind of the edge of the forest, at the start of the desert, as it were, in this case. He's basically used his double small fortune and regular fortune to start a commune type situation where there's we make mulch, we're trying to bring water to the desert. He's become a real extra hippie. In fact, so much so that his branches are pulled back with some vine or whatever, so it's kind of like a top knot situation. Otherwise, he basically looks the same. He's a little bit taller because he's grown a little bit in 5 years. But yeah, he gets this letter from Bevis and he's just like, oh, back in my youth. And he opens it. I get a 6 from Bevis, which he's just all like, I don't think he ever looked at my good side. I got unspoken confidence. The glasses frame your face nicely. And then he kind of sadly looks over at the corner and he sees his broken glasses. Those were nice. And a good haircut will go far. And he pats his
literally bushy.
Yeah.
Bushy hair.
His bushy tree bun. I don't know. I like the way I look. So, I mean, basically, he's started a plant soup kitchen for indigenous and alive plant people.
That's really nice.
Yeah.
All right. Even though Bevis did not mail a letter to Monday because they've never really met, a letter is getting to Monday. Little raccoon mail person arrives. Where are they delivering a letter to?
The newly very wealthy Monday was suddenly much better liked by the townspeople. So liked that she very quickly became engaged, married, and then divorced all within a 7-month whirlwind period.
Oh my goodness.
But it was very extravagant and it took a good portion of her fortune. But after this, she learned her lesson and she built a house much further away from Oakhart, the opposite direction of Nove, so deeper into the woods. She has a garden. She gets the Oakhart version of DoorDash a lot and just lives as a recluse.
I was really hoping you would say that during those 7 months you had 20 kids.
I didn't want to leave her with a bunch of 5-year-olds, but
she lost them all in the divorce.
Oh no.
That's what happened. Yes. Money had a lot of children, but she left them with the ex. So there's just a lot of little Mondays hopping around Oakhart now. She has no involvement. And so she did get as far as her looks changing, she couldn't really have graying fur in the face like my dog does. So, because she kind of has a white face already. So just one of her ears is lopped over a little bit.
Oh.
It's sagged. That's right. Just a bent ear. There we go. So different.
So cute though.
Yeah.
Let's see. And then her letter is very short. It says, I have one last task for you. Signed, the Quail Queen.
And that's where we'll end. Thanks for listening to Apathetic Adventures. You can help the House of Bob by giving us a 5-star review on Apple Podcasts or Spotify, by following us on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram at the House of Bob, and you can chat with us on Discord. Most helpful of all is the support of our patrons on Patreon. That's at patreon.com/thehouseofbob. This show is possible due to all of our patrons who get special zines, one-shots, and commentary. Currently, our $10 patrons receive a Mega Dungeon level based on the tarot card each month. Art for this campaign is by Ignacio Corva. Music was written by Mike Hammock and performed by Duke Albert. Audio production is by Alex of Astronomic Audio. Thanks again for listening, and roll on. When are you going to get 2 monitors, Ashley? We can get you hooked up.
I mean, I
don't even have one monitor.
What's going on?
I've got plans in this room to make it a little proper, have a desk. But as you can see, there's a couch behind me. I don't have exactly a good setup.
Okay, I got you. Schubert, are you like on a Commodore 64? What's going on?
He's playing from a ham radio.
Yeah. I don't
Sounds
know.
great.
Actually, I don't even know how I'm doing this right now. You guys just appeared in my head and I'm speaking.
That's pretty cool.
We're all figments of Schubert's imagination.
Oh my gosh, that would be so fun.
Using Neuralink to communicate with you.
I want to play a tabletop RPG. All right, let's go.
It'd be crazy if
imagination.
you could afford a Neuralink, but you can't afford a monitor.
You don't need a monitor if you've got a Neuralink.
I suppose that's true.
Dangerous to you, perhaps, but not to this battle station. That's a Star Wars quote. Anyway,
Do we have
What movie
what's
is that
Star
from?
Wars?
Hold on, I'm looking up the word gunnel.
it's the thing around the edge of the ship.
Now I'm gonna need nautical terms for this game.
You're gonna have to look up probably gun whale because it looks like gun whale.
when
you spell it.
Oh, just no H. Okay. It's starting to hurt because I'm literally shaking my face. It's very strange.
Spit everywhere.
Just like a bulldog.
I was unaware I had jowls myself until just now. they are there.
We should make a band.
You already have a whole campaign where everyone has bard levels.
That's true.
You don't want to
You're
do
right.
that. You don't want to do that to Alex unless you hate him so much.
Nope. I have too much empathy to do that to him.
And I'm like, oh, you're hideous. Sorry, it's just because he was standing right next to
He
the
was so
sexy
close.
shark. So close to the shark.
Yeah,
I
the
couldn't help it.
contrast alone is just unbearable. So, the adventurers, you will notice that I have conveniently changed in the intro from Heroes of Oakhart to Adventurers from Oakhart.
Cat Dog Crusaders.
And pick up next time in 2 weeks, 5 years.
Wow.
Whoa, 2 weeks and 5.
Yeah, that's it's gonna mess with the schedule a little bit, I think.
Mhm.
But all right.
I'll have to put it in the calendar.